Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunattu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. ನಮ್ಮ ಮೈಸೂರು ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಗೆ ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆಗಳು. ಐ ಆಮ್ ವೆರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಟು ಬಿ ಹಿಯರ್ in the audience, mixed audience, right from adolescents, children to the adults and professors and retirees. I'm very happy to be here. The topic given to me is Divinity in Yoga. Divinity in Yoga, Divinity in Yoga is the essence of Yoga. During the breakfast, one professor asked, what is the purpose of yoga? We do asana. Asana to make the body strong. For what? Asana is for calming the mind. What for your calming the mind? What for? Tatakim, tatakim. Then what? Then what? There is a higher possibility. If I am approaching yoga only as a physical dimension, then I get benefit only in the physical level. If I approach yoga only as a therapy, I will get benefited only in the therapeutic side. If I approach yoga for calming the mind, relaxing the mind, it helps in physiological and psychological level. Whereas, if you approach yoga as a divine, so you will get spiritually connected, mentally balanced, physically enabled, emotionally balanced. In all dimensions, you will get benefit through yoga. So, how you approach according to is the result. Yoga is a wish-yielding cow. Whatever you want from the yoga, it will give that one. So, the divinity in yoga, approach yoga as the highest possibility. When you are getting the highest, lower things also naturally comes. If you approach yoga only for the lower things, only lower benefits are there. During the practice session, some of the children, they did fantastic asana. Yes, it's a physical dimension, helps in mental stamina. But as we are getting older, we may not be able to bend and twist and turn that much. So, yoga should be of use for the grown-up also. Yoga should be useful for the adults also. In Bhagavad Gita, there is a shloka in the 55th chapter, Indriyani paranyahu indriyebhya param manaham manatastu parabuddhi yo buddhe paratastu saham. Indriyani, having a body with able senses is better than having a body with senses are not working. Eyes are not, I can't see properly, I can't hear properly, ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೇಳಿಸಲ್ಲ, ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. Then higher than that one, all my senses are working well. I can fold my legs, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು, without any discomfort I can sit. Having a enabled senses is higher. Higher than that one, indriyani paranyahu indriyebhya param manaha. I may be looking very good, very healthy, but mind is disturbed, unreliable, unpredictable mind. So, it is saying that body with senses and with the right mind, positive mind is higher. Higher than the mind, I am a very good person. Being a good person itself is not enough. Indriyebhya param manaha manastastu para buddhi. Higher than the becoming a good mind, I have to be enabled mind, very creative mind, very dynamic mind, very positive mind, intellect, buddhi beku. ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಬೇಕು, ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಪ್ರೇರಣೆ. ಇಂದ್ರಿಯಾಣಿ ಮನಸ್ಸಸ್ತು ಪರಾ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಯೋ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಪರತಸ್ತು ಸಹಂ. ನಮ್ಮ ಬುದ್ಧಿ, ಆಲ್ ಅವರ್ ಇಂಟೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್, ವೇರ್ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ, it should be directed towards the highest possibility. In Gayatri Mantra, there are many Gayatri Mantras are there. Gayatri Mantra, it is talking about Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Dhi, namma buddhi ಬೆಳಗಬೇಕು. Our intellect must be illumined. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೂರ್ಯ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ we did ಸೂರ್ಯ ಗಾಯತ್ರಿ ಮಂತ್ರ. You are shining in the sky, may my life also be illumined. My life also should be illumined. So buddhi is required. Whether you are a great achiever or ordinary achiever, it is because of your buddhi. Buddhi, you need a illumined mind. That is why the children are taught Gayatri Mantra. When you are learning the Gayatri Mantra, why Gayatri Mantra ನಾನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಪ್ರಚೋದನಕಾರಿಯಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಪ್ರಚೋದನೆ ಬೆಳಗಬೇಕು. It should be illumined. I should think good. I should think positive. I should think noble, so that my actions are great. ಮನಸ್ಸಸ್ತು ಪರಾ ಬುದ್ಧಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬುದ್ಧಿಗಿಂತ ಯಾರು ಪ್ರಚೋದನೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬುದ್ಧಿನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಹ ಅವನು, ಆ ಭಗವಂತ. ನಮ್ಮ ಬುದ್ಧಿನ ಬೆಳಗಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಸ್ವಂತ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನದಿಂದ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಭಗವಂತನ ಅನುಗ್ರಹ ಬೇಕು. ಆ ಭಗವಂತನ ಅನುಗ್ರಹದಿಂದ ನನ್ನ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಬೆಳಗಲಿ, ನನ್ನ ಜೀವನ ಬೆಳಗಲಿ. ಮೇ ಐ ಲೀಡ್ ಅನ್ ಇಲ್ಯೂಮಿನ್ಡ್ ಲೈಫ್. ಮೇ ಐ ನಾಟ್ ಲೀಡ್ ಅ ಡಲ್ ಲೈಫ್. ಮೇ ಐ ನಾಟ್ ಲೀಡ್ ಅ ಲೈಫ್ ಹೆಡಿಂಗ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಇಗ್ನೋರೆನ್ಸ್, ಡಾರ್ಕ್ನೆಸ್. ಅಸತೋಮ ಸದ್ಗಮಯ ತಮಸೋಮ ಜ್ಯೋತಿರ್ಗಮಯ ಮೃತ್ಯೋರ್ಮ ಅಮೃತಂಗಮಯ. ಅಸತ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟೆಂಪ್ರರಿ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಎ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್, ಐ ಆಮ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಸೋ ಹಾರ್ಡ್. ಈಗ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಹೌ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್? 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. ನನ್ನ ಜೀವನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಐ ವರ್ಕ್ ಸೋ ಹಾರ್ಡ್, ಐ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ರಿಫೈಸ್ಡ್ ಮೈ ಲೈಫ್ ಫಾರ್ ಟೆಂಪ್ರರಿ ಗೇನ್. Says not to squander your life, entire life, for a trivial benefit. Asatinda, after 50, 60, you will be kicked out of the job. Your life continues. You thought only working for somebody as a slave is the ultimate purpose. Asat to Sat. Realize the purpose of life. 500 years back also, 1000 years back also, great achievers were there. They were thinking, many were thinking only how to make money. Countless millionaires came and gone, but we don't remember anyone. It is saying that not to asat. Most of us spend time only for chasing the fleeting things. May I think about the permanent. What is good for me ultimately? If I am in the deathbed, I am 90 years. I am reflecting on how my life was. God had blessed me with 90 years. I am in the deathbed. What did I do? If I start reflecting on, if I say I made lot of money, will it satisfy me? Or I purchased 10 cars, 20 buildings, will it make me happy? What brings you happiness? ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ ಗಳಿಗೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವುದು ತೃಪ್ತಿ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅದು ಸತ್. ನಾವು ಕಡೆ ಗಳಿಗೆಗೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ನಾವ್. ಈಗಕ್ಕೇನೋ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುವುದು ಅಂತ ಥಿಂಕ್, ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎ ಬಿಗ್ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್. ಅಸತ್ತಿಂದ ಸತ್ ಕಡೆ. ಅಸತೋಮ ಸದ್ಗಮಯ ತಮಸೋಮ ಜ್ಯೋತಿರ್ಗಮಯ. ತಮಸ್ ಕತ್ತಲಿನ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಅಸತ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕತ್ತಲು, ಆ ಕಡೆನ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ನಾವು ಬೆಳಕು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕತ್ತಲಿ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ತಮಸೋಮ ಜ್ಯೋತಿರ್ಗಮಯ ಮೃತ್ಯೋರ್ಮ ಅಮೃತಂಗಮಯ. ಅಮೃತಂಗಮಯ. ನೀವು ಯು ಆರ್ ವಿಶ್ವದ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್, ಭಾರತದ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ 140 crore. ವಿಶ್ವದ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ 7.8 billion. You are just a number. Whether you are here or gone, nobody bothers about that one. You are just a number. You may be a multi-billionaire or an ordinary person. You are just a number. Not to become just a number. If you chose to become only ordinary, chose to only follow the temporary gain, you are just a number. Not to become an ordinary person, become someone extraordinary. Become someone extraordinary in your life. Not to get clubbed up in the company of ordinary people. Stand out. If you are positioning yourself amongst the group of ordinary achievers, you become a whitewash. You will be washed out. Not to get washed out in your life, stand out in the crowd. Position yourself away from the crowd. Stand out away from the crowd. Become a role model. When you are a role model, you do such a work that inspire others to follow you. An ordinary person is one follows the path laid by others. An extraordinary person is one lays a path for others to follow. You, for example, Apple phone was there, everyone was a Nokia, Ericsson, every BlackBerry, everyone was following the same path. Just additional feature, just one more feature. But Apple, for example, changed the platform altogether. They enabled the user to add apps they like. They changed the platform, made other companies to follow Apple. So, Apple did not blindly follow other company, they changed the platform. You also, not to just follow others, change the platform so that people play the game in a higher plane. Suppose I have an iPhone 13, then if somebody gives me iPhone 10, I will say, no, it's an old model. I don't want old model. I want newer model. I want iPhone 14, iPhone 15. I don't want any old model. For example, your children are next model than yourself. Your children are next model than yourself. So, your children must be better than you. I tell in the class also, not to become like your parents. Not to become like your parents, become better than your parents. Why? I don't want iPhone 10, I don't want iPhone 9, I want a better model. So, the children of the next generation must be better than this generation. We say the value system is deteriorating, our children are not following our path. The person to blame is the parents. Parents, they are busy in following the asat. Only the temporary gain, the parents are not investing time for what is the lasting benefit. Your children, make a sankalpa, my children must be better than me. Better than me in the way in which they think, way in which they act. My children must be better than me. They should be a better model than me. That the children are the better model. For that, we have to move towards the Sat. We have to educate what is the temporary gain, what is the lasting gain. Body is a vehicle. You are a traveler. You are set to travel long distance in your life. Body is like a vehicle. When you are born, you are given a vehicle. Travel in your life and explore the world. You are born out of your karma. You are born out of your karma to exhaust your karma to travel. God has given the body. We are not making use of the body. Frequent breakdowns. I am not good. I am sick. I am hospitalized. If the vehicle is breaking down periodically, the police will come and tow the vehicle away. You are making the traffic congestion. So the Yamadutas will come sooner. You are not utilizing your body. Body is a precious thing. If I don't like my car, I can sell the car and buy a new one. But whether you like it or not, this is the only vehicle I have. I have to look after that one. Look after with care. You have to look after, invest time for yourself. Every day spend time for yourself. Look after the vehicle. You should be mindful of what you eat, what you see, who are your friend circle, what are your hobbies. Be mindful of that one. Now it is a fashion as a children that university students, I had to smoke, I had to take drugs, I have to take alcohol. They think this is a fashion. The fashion, I am following the trend. Yogi never follows the trend. Yogi sets the trend for others to follow. These are the alcohol, drugs, smoking. These are gutka. No, North India, we went to Uttar Pradesh. Everyone on gutka. Everyone, oral problem, gum problem, teeth problem. They don't know how to spend their time. Not to get addicted to things which will pull you down. Invest time. Children, be mindful. The parents, you have to educate children. Alcohol, drugs and all, it's not a fashion. Now in the overseas, the alcohol and cigarettes are no more a thrill. They are going for a drug, high drugs. High drug, cocaine and the high one, you have to get intoxicated and sleep for 2 days, 3 days. It makes the mind very dull. The purpose of mind, intellect, dhiya, it should illumine. Alcohol, drugs, the smoking makes the mind very dull. Not to resort to that one, resort to yoga. Pranayama makes your mind calm, serene. Makes the mind calm and serene. Pranayama is like a rein for controlling the horse. Mind is called as a horse. Indriyani haranya hayanyahu. Kathopanishad says, mind is like a horse. To control that one, you need to have a prana in your control. Breathing is important. For breathing, how to breathe, I should learn to sit. If I am sitting like this, my lungs are crunched up. My back is not straight. Always in the class also I am like this. I need a stand. Always, this is not pranayama. Means to have the pranayama to happen, practice asana. Asana means learn to sit. Yukta asita matparaha. In Bhagavad Gita says, you have to learn to sit. To sit, my back is very weak, knee is hurting, or ankle is hurting, neck is hurting. For that, I am trained to do asana. I am doing the asana, forward bending asana, backward bending, right twisting, left twisting, right bending, left bending. Asanas I am doing so that I am making the body strong. I am able to sit. This body is like a vessel. If the vessel is very flimsy, water in the vessel is called as mind. Body is very shaky. Always I am here, they are going, so I can't concentrate. Mind also is unsteady. To keep the mind steady, practice asana. You are able to sit. The container is strong, the mind is stable, but breathing is jerky. Like on the top of the vessel, breathing, erratic breathing, so again. And other day, one head of the institute, Kerala, he was traveling with me to Sringeri, we were going, and every 2 minutes, every 2 minutes I told him, sir, please observe your breathing, why you are making that? Okay, thank you. And after 5 minutes, again, and breathing is not our control, if the breathing is not in our control, mind also is not stable. Mind is also not stable. So, asana is important, breathing is important, and mind is stable. The stable mind, concentrated mind. Now, in front of my house in Melbourne, we have a lake. On a rainy day, water enters from all the places. So, if I go near the lake, when the it is raining, it is very muddy. Kesuru neeru. Hatra hodre nan pratibambane kanala. I can't see my own reflection because water entered from everywhere. After 2 days when the rain stopped, all the mud have settled. Hatra hodaga clear water, crystal clear water, I can see my own reflection. Mind is that way, not to become too social person. Always engaging, always talking, always socializing. It is like water entering from all places. Your mind has become polluted. You can't think properly. If you are so busy, always socializing, that person, our friend will say, do you know, have you bought that car? Do you know, did you buy the house there? So my mind thinking, I should buy a house, I should buy a car, I should buy an apartment, I should go to a movie, I should go to America. They are influencing, my mind is confused. I don't know what I am doing in my life. That person says, go there. This person says, go there. So, allow the mind to settle. Try to spend time for yourself. Let the thoughts settle down. Then you realize the purpose of your life. Why you have come? You have not come for your wife. You have not come for your husband. You are not here for your children. You are not here for your parents. You are not here for the boss or your teacher. After all, it is your journey. The most important person in this life is you, not nobody else. So, in the aeroplane they say, in case of emergency, put the oxygen mask onto yourself before helping. So, every day I should look after. If I am healthy only, I can help others, my family. I can help my community. So, every day sadhana is important. The sadhana is not one day sadhana, 1 month sadhana. In the program in the morning, the lady sitting next to me, she said, I am so impressed with you. Looking at you, how can I become like you? It is not one day practice. It is not one day practice. You have to do, in the Yoga Sutra says, Satudhirga kala nairantarya satkaro asevito dridabhunihi. You have to practice every day. To practice every day, you need a guru in your life. If you don't have a guru, guru is like a peg, where you are pegging your mind and you are walking. Every day you are doing that one. If I don't have a role model in my life, somebody will say, do that one. Tomorrow somebody will say, do that asana. Somebody says, that teacher is very popular, you do that one. 1 week I will do, 2 weeks I will do, 3 weeks I will do. Life I have done so many practice, but I have not dug enough to get water. My thirst remains unsatiated. You need a teacher in your life who inspires you to do the sadhana. Sadhana such a way that come what may, I won't give up my practice. I will do every day. I will do nidana martini. Slow adar parvagilla. I don't want to illi bavi sigatte anta 1 meter alli agiyodu alla illi inta alla ondu adi illondu adi jeevana illa ondondu honda hortu. Life is full of holes, but there is no water in my life. Do the sadhana ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. You have to do the sadhana. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಬೇಕು. ಮನಸ್ಸು, you have to, in the social circle, you don't follow the general public. Like democracy, in the ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ಹೇಳುವುದು, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನೀನು ಯಾಕೆ ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ? everyone is doing, you also should do. In Bhagavad Gita says, yogi is one, never follows others. ಎಲ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಯಾನಿಶಾ ಸರ್ವಭೂತಾನಾಂ ತಸ್ಯಾಂ ಜಾಗರ್ತಿ ಸಂಯಮಿ ಯಸ್ಯಾಂ ಜಾಗೃತಿ ಭೂತಾನಿ ಸಾನಿಶಾ ಪಶ್ಯತೋ ಮುನೇ. ಎಲ್ರು ಏನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಎಲ್ರು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಯೋಗಿ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್. ಬಟ್ ಎಲ್ರು ಮಲಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯೋಗಿ ಇಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್. ಎಲ್ರು ಹೀಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಯೋಗಿ ಗೋಸ್ ಇನ್ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಬಿಕಮ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್. ನಾಟ್ ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎ ಇನ್ನರ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್, ಧೈರ್ಯ ಬೇಕು. ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಲೈಫ್, ಧೈರ್ಯ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಲೈಫ್. ಅದು ಬರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ಧೈರ್ಯ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಪ್ರಚೋದನೆ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ. ಭಗವಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಭಗವಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೇಳೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು 33 ಕೋಟಿ ದೇವತೆ ಅಂತ, ದೇವತೆ ಒಬ್ಬರೇ ಇರೋದು. ಆ ಭಗವಂತನ, ಸರ್ವವ್ಯಾಪಿ ಭಗವಂತ ನನ್ನಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ನನ್ನ ನಿತ್ಯ ಸಂಗಾತಿ, ನಿತ್ಯ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾನಿಯನ್, ಎಟರ್ನಲ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್, ಎಟರ್ನಲ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾನಿಯನ್ ಈಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಇನ್ ಮೀ. ಅವನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ದಿನಾಲು ಧ್ಯಾನ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೃದಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಮಾಡಿ, ನನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಭಗವಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾರು ಸರ್ವವ್ಯಾಪಿ ಭಗವಂತ ನೆನೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಧ್ಯಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ, ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಸೀಸ್ ಡಿವೈನ್ ಎವ್ರಿವೇರ್, ಡಿವಿನಿಟಿ ಎವ್ರಿವೇರ್. ನಾ ಭಗವಂತ ಎಲ್ಲರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾದಾಗ ನನ್ನ ಜೀವನ ಸ್ವಾರ್ಥಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಜೀವನ ಮಾಡಲಿ? ಐ ಕಾಂಟ್ ಲೀಡ್ ಅ ಲೈಫ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫಿಶ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್. When I see the God everywhere, all pervading God everywhere, how can I lead a selfish life? My life is dedicated for serving the God everywhere. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ತೊಂದರೆ ಇದೆಯಾ? I am serving not you. I am serving the God in you. I am serving the God in ಮಕ್ಕಳು, ವೃದ್ಧರು, ಯಾರು ಅನಾಥರಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ರೋಗಿಗಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Nothing but your life is dedicated for serving others. Serving others, you are seeing the God everywhere. When you do, your action becomes that way, your yoga becomes divine. Yoga is nothing but buddhi yukto jahatiha ube sukrita dushrite tasmat yogaya yujyasva yoga karmasu kaushalam. ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅದು ಭಗವಂತನ ಸೇವೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಐ ಡೂ, ಮೇ ಬಿ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಎ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಟೀಚರ್ ಹೇಳೋದು. ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಬರೀ ಸಂಬಳಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ನೌ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಆಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಗಾಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್, ಇನ್ ಮೈ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಎ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟರ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಗಾಡ್ ಇನ್ ಆಲ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಆಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾಫ್. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಎ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಗಾಡ್ ಇನ್ ಆಲ್ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಸ್. ಆ ಥರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯುವರ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಡಿವೈನ್, ಯುವರ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಡಿವೈನ್. ಯುವರ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್, ಯು ಆರ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್. You are positioning yourself different. So ಮಾಡ್ತಾ people start looking up at you. You are so special. You are so special. How you are so special? World needs that type of yogi. ಭಾರತ ಆ ಥರ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. There are so many managers, but hardly any yogis. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನಾನು ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂತ ಯೋಗ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಭಾರತವನ್ನು ಬೆಳಗಿಸೋಣ, ಭಾರತವನ್ನು ವಿಶ್ವಗುರು ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಭಾರತಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಮಂಥವರ ಕೊಡುಗೆ, ಈ ತರ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇರೋರ ಕೊಡುಗೆ ಬೇಕು. ಕೈ ಜೋಡಿಸೋಣ. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಅಗೈನ್. ಭಾರತವನ್ನು ವಿಶ್ವಗುರು ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಎವ್ರಿ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್, ಕೋರ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೆನ್ಸಿ. America's core competency is capitalism, and England the finance, Germany the technology, but Bharata's core competency is inner knowledge, inner science, yogic science, inner science. This is the Vishwaguru. Along with India 5 trillion turnover GDP ಜೊತೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಬೆಳೆಯಬೇಕು. If the divinity is lost, India will be wiped out. India's core strength, Bharata's core strength is divinity. let us connect within. Let us make this country great. Let us make this country proud. Let everyone across the world look up to India, Bharata for inspiration in their life. Now Bharatada tara agbeku. I go to Australian Parliament also. I go to Victorian Parliament. I convey this one. We should be proud of the contribution of Bharata. Bharata's core competence idu, bari not to blindly follow Western countries. Be proud of what you have. Be proud. Go within. Enrich you within. Strengthen your roots. Become like a big tree. So big. You become a source of inspiration. Many birds come and take shelter in that one. Many people scorched in the heat of their life come and take shelter in that one. Be a source of that inspiration for others. Yoga is divine. Divinity cannot be separated from yoga. Yoga is divine. I thank all of you for sparing your time to hear about this one. It should not go from one ear to other. When you go home, write down and think about, how can I be different? How can I be different? You can be different only by seeing God everywhere. All my actions, kayena vacha manasendreva buddhyatmana va ansrutasvabhav, physical, mental, talking, all my senses, whatever I am doing, it is directed to you. All my life is dedicated for serving you. With this, I conclude my talk. Dhanyavad.